and go live. And we're live on YouTube. There we go. So, and we've even got Anton joining us. Here we go. That's fantastic timing. So, just while we're waiting for Anton to join, here he comes. Oh,
Anton, hey Ben.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good to be here tonight.
Thank you ever so much for joining us at the last minute. There's obviously been a few issues with a couple of other guests, so can't thank you enough for turning up for us.
No problem at all.
Yeah, great stuff.
My pleasure.
So obviously we've got Dion keeping score this week. Eugene, you are our... yeah, you stole the show last week. So Chuck, do you want to take Anton on your side? So we'll go 2v1, and if someone else joins us, they can jump on Eugene's team. Does that sound fair?
We can try it, yeah.
Yeah? You up for that, Anton?
Yeah, but I've got no clue what's going on, but yeah, let's try.
That's the best
There's going to be some competition.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, well, it's all pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, turn on your camera if you can when you're given a minute, buddy. But so I'll do the introduction. Basically, all this is a live recording of the podcast. So, you know, we may have to repeat a couple of lines a couple of times to get them nice and clear and stuff like that. But just nice, easygoing things. I've got a drink, even though my barkeeper's letting me down already. So, yes, recording the introduction. Good evening and welcome to NeverMind the Shitcoins, an all-new topical panel show where we dive into the weird news from the week in cryptocurrency. Like, for example, have you heard? NatWest, a popular UK banking chain, has banned all transactions with Binance this week. In attempts to protect its customers from the evil of CZ, they also plan to bathe all offending Binance users in holy water and garlic, just in case, you know. Right, awesome. On with the show then. So, on Team A, what should we go with the team names this week? We'll go Team Fresh Meat. We've got Chuck Bogard and Anton Zer. Hi, guys. And on Team Stale Beef, we've got Eugene Morozov.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Right, so has everyone had a good week? Have you been keeping up with the news?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you managed to read many of the blockchain stories this week, Anton? Perhaps he's just adjusting himself.
Anton is silent, but what I read was that Tether is launching a euro pegged coin, right?
Just in time for Britain to leave anything to do with Europe. Yay. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, so on that note then, round one. It's the same every week, not the news. It's very simple and always the same, like I say. I've got a couple of quirky headlines from this week's cryptocurrency news. Hey, Anton with his beautiful face on now, joining us properly. Great to see you, buddy. I forgot to say, by the way, Anton is the face and creator of a fantastic project out there called Human Venture. I work with them a bit as well, solving some really big issues to do with food insecurity and poverty. So, yeah, thank you again ever so much for joining us tonight, bud.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so let's record the round one introduction again. So, round one, not the news. Our opening round is very simple and always the same. I've got a couple of quirky headlines from this week's cryptocurrency news, but to be sneaky, I've taken a word or two out of each headline. All our teams have to do is work out what the missing words from the headlines are and tell me what the story's actually the frick about. So, are you ready, guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Ready, Chuck? Yeah. All right, so headline A. Damien Hirst's $20 million NFT drop explores the nature of what, and what. Remember, Chuck and Anton, you're playing together.
Okay, so I would say Damien Hirst means art. And second thing is probably value.
Ooh.
No idea about the third.
I think he really talked about the value of art and currency. I think the correct answer is value of art and currency. What do you say?
Okay, well, we're going straight for the points this week then, folks, aren't we? Yeah, of course, as Eugene and Chuck kind of both pointed out there, the missing words were value, art, and currency. So Damien Hirst's $20 million NFT drop explores the nature of value, art, and currency. In his latest cash grab, work of art, the man who, as you were saying, Chuck, once famously chainsawed a cow and its newborn calf in half, embalmed them and put them in glass tanks for people to gorp at their intestines, now wants to make a socio-political statement about money with lots of colourful, pretty little dots.
I know of another animal that he decimated. He put the whole shark in formaldehyde tank in a museum, right?
Yeah.
So that actually caused a lot of unhappiness among PETA and similar advocates of animal rights. So he's a very controversial artist, I should say. Probably helps
There's
with his
a whole book about
popularity.
it, actually.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't like to be the one to try and define what art is, but yeah, it sounds a bit more Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me personally. He was back in the news a while back because he donated one half of one of the cows to some charity, and it's like that. Oh, thanks, Damien. You know, I now have half a cow in my living room. Great. Yeah. But yeah, obviously he's releasing these NFTs. It's quite weird because he's saying they're worth $20 million. But there's obviously, as with kind of any speculative asset, there's no real value to it. So the whole statement is like a social experiment about testing.
If somebody's up for it, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's a test of faith in the artist, isn't it? Somewhat. Cool. Right, so are we ready? Question 2. Crypto entrepreneur pays $4.57 million to what with Warren Buffett?
That's easy. That was lunch.
Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing you can get to talk to Warren Buffett is to buy that lunch or dinner that he sometimes auctions off. That's a well-known fact. I think Chuck is right.
Yeah, well, spot on with the money straight in for the points as well there. I sense some previous competitiveness between you two here.
Yeah, guys, good way for me to participate. It's not that I'm bringing too much value, but it's a learning curve for me.
No, that's fine, Anton. Don't worry. A couple of the other forward rounds have a little more, there's a twist on them. So we've got 4 rounds coming up.
Yeah, we have all been there. Anton. So you will get up to speed in no time.
Good.
It's only episode 2 as well, so pretty much we're making it up as we go along to a certain degree, you know. But yes, as Chuck so rightly pointed out then, the lunch meeting no one has been waiting for has been rescheduled. Yay! Warren Buffett, the man who famously called Bitcoin probably rat poison squared. He's obviously sitting down with Justin Sun. Apparently, in a desperate bid at one-upmanship, Sun plans to tell Buffett that Tron is beaver poison cubed. Because, you know, beavers kind of look like giant rats. Yeah. Right. So, let's see if Anton can get this one. Question 3. Bitcoin price bounces as Elon Musk what's himself?
That's a tough one.
You can tell Dion's thinking some awful things, giggling away to herself there.
What can possibly Elon Musk, do to himself?
I mean, pretty much anything he does nowadays makes the Bitcoin price bounce. So, you know.
Oh man, what can he do? Excuse himself? Redeem himself? Award himself?
Oh yeah,
one of those.
Sorry, I'm supposed to have my soundboard here. There we go.
What can Elon Musk do to himself? Yeah. Right? He can praise praise, maybe.
I think he owns some crypto. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. To be fair, I was scrambling around to get a sound effect there, but I think I'll add in the sound effects in post-production, save deafening everyone this week. But yeah, you had it. He redeems himself, apparently. I would have also accepted...
Yes.
Okay.
No. So,
yes.
yeah,
that was a good guess.
After months of making the cryptocurrency charts look like an ECG life support monitor with his tweets, Elon Musk is finally seeing the light again. In a recent statement, he said, and I'm sort of paraphrasing here, my bad, much sorry, love me long time. So, yeah, Elon Musk, desperate for everyone's love and attention. Right. So, after round one, what are the scores, Dion?
Right, for fresh meat, we have 2 points. And stale beef, we have 2 points.
Ooh.
So it's a tie.
Good.
Is that right?
I thought I won more, but fine. Yeah,
No,
the judge is a judge.
No, Dion is not to be argued with.
I gave them both
Right.
A point for the first one because they both got 2 of the 3 right.
Yes.
Then fresh meat got the second one right, and stale beef got the third one right.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The tie.
Sorry, we need to do a muting bingo here so you guys don't get echo back and forth. Yeah, whatever Dion says tonight is correct, by the way, guys, because I'm off for the weekend with my friends for a couple of days, so I don't need her being mad at me. Thank you.
We'll save your life, Ben. Don't worry.
All right, so our next round is nice and simple. It's for our cryptocurrency kind of, new people getting into there, learning their first ropes. I like to call it AMA FAQ WTF, or ask me anything, frequently asked questions, what the fuck? So if you're listening to this show, you're probably far enough down the cryptocurrency hole to know that acronyms are an essential part of lingo, if you want to survive on the mean cryptocurrency streets out there, kid. So, they also help save a few characters when you're tweeting. Bonus pro tip. So I've got a few acronyms here for cryptocurrency terms that all people should know, really. All our guests have to do, and I'm going to pick on you one at a time for this one, is tell me, WTF do these acronyms actually stand for? Okay, and before we jump into this, and I'll edit this bit out for the podcast, obviously, try and get a couple of wrong answers as well if we can. Yeah, so awesome. Right, so first one for you. I'm going to pick on Chuck. Our first one is POW.
That's proof of work, obviously.
That's too easy.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. If you think that one's easy, I think this whole round might be a little bit easy.
Even I would have guessed that.
Alrighty, well, put your money where your mouth is, Anton. Let's give you this next one. ATH.
All-time high.
Hey, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
All right, couple of...
Well, may I can give the suggestions for ATH. Like American House, or Associate of Technology, or atherosclerosis, even abbreviated ATH. So that wasn't, very fair. I mean, the variety of answers could have counted. I can think of one more, like acceleration time history, or automatic throttle. Automatic throttle is ATH. So again, an answer could be right, could be wrong. I don't know what you had in mind, Ben.
No. I mean, obviously, the crypto term was all-time high, but I think there's probably a coin for each of those phrases you've just mentioned there, Eugene. So future round in mind. Alrighty, so let's get through these ones quickly. They're probably a bit easy. If they are a bit too easy, we'll cut the show, cut them from the final show. But number 3, BTFD, and that one's to you, Eugene.
By the fucking dip. That's well known.
Yep, I'd have also accepted by the fruit dispenser. So nice. Go on, Chuck. Throw this one at you. We've got BFT. This is a harder one, I think.
That's Byzantine fault tolerance.
Yep, you got that one in one. Go on then, Anton. FUD.
FUD.
You should pronounce this as FUD.
FUD.
Yeah, I know that's FUD. Yeah, I've got no clue what this is about.
Oh, go on. Let's throw it over to Eugene then.
Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FUD.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, I was thinking about putting FUB in there after last week with you, Eugene. I was going to put FUB, fear of upsetting Barbara.
I love that one.
Man, that trailer went out really well, so we like that a lot. Right. So I've asked 2 to these, 3 to these. Eugene, you again. KYC.
Oh, come on, man. I was 25 years in auditing. You gotta be
We
kidding.
may have some less experienced people listening to the show, so again, we're trying to be educational.
Know your customer. A must for any financial institution these days.
Excellent, excellent.
You mean traditional finance, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, Jack, of course. All the fiat, old stuff. Yeah.
I mean the
But,
stale beef finance.
And working in a bank and being so, frankly speaking, fed up of this stuff, I would prefer to have some different meaning to it. Can we just be creative about that?
Let's see. What alternatives to KYC we can think about?
Kind young cryptocurrency, just as an example.
Yeah. I like that.
Contentious young cubs.
Keen youngster crypto enthusiasts.
That one.
Good.
Yeah, nice. All right then, and final one, guys, up for anyone, whoever gets it first, and I'll give a point for the best wrong answer. In fact, I'll give 2 points for the best wrong answer on this. So no rush. We're making good time this week. It's only 7:20. So final one.
Well,
FOMO.
yeah. FOMO is actually related to FUD, believe it or not, because FOMO is actually a fear of missing out. FOMO, fear of missing out. You all are scared because you're going to miss an incredible trading opportunity, guys. So you have FOMO.
Yeah, you got it in one straight on the nose there. I might have also accepted fear of missing ostriches. Frankly, over my no, I'm trying to make it up.
Obligations.
Yep.
Any wrong answers?
Any wrong answers there, Chuck? Anton? 2 points. 2 bonus points.
Yeah, probably the one for F should be something about Freeton. And then you just imagine.
Oh,
yeah.
We don't do shills.
Freeton or move out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Freeton
or move out.
Or Freeton overtakes and then blah blah blah. Okay, no, we're not yet there, but we are gradually moving in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. Good things happening at Freeton. I don't think anyone could deny that. Alrighty, so go on then. After round 2, which frankly was piss easy, so sorry for that, audience listening on YouTube. We will rectify that next week, but we had to run with it. Dion, what are the scores? She doesn't want to unmute, so we've got 4 points to fresh meat and 7 points to stale beef. Oh, so wow. Come on, fresh meat. We can't let him win this week. You were on the winning team last week as well, weren't you, buddy?
Yep.
So he didn't even need Ron there. Didn't even need Ron.
No.
Right, let's get rid of these old sheets. Oh, and can I have another drink, please? She's all right, she is, isn't she? She's all right, bless her. Alrighty, so this one is my favorite round, personally. I'm not going to put anyone on the spot because I'm so proud of these little bits I've wrote that I want to take the glory myself, to be honest, guys. But round 3, we are calling blockchain. Take 2. Round 3, we are calling blockchain bedtime tales. So, despite having a young daughter myself, many of you may not know, I hate children. Like, they're sticky, they're gross, and they haven't got anything interesting to talk about, have they? I mean, come on, you know.
I can't talk to you about anymore about after this ban. What do you mean?
All right, cut. My 11-year-old is amazing, honestly. She talks time travel. We watched that Loki series recently, which blew her mind. But yeah, for the sake of it, apart from her, you know, all other children, like what do you actually talk to them about? Like, they're really hard. They're small, you know. They're all like, with their concerns and their schoolyard stuff. And look at me on the swings. Who needs that, right?
But at the same time, they bring you a newspaper or slippers.
Do they? I have 2 kids. Do they really?
Do you get newspapers anymore?
Well, Eugene's out in Mexico, so he can get kids to
Yeah,
bring him
we get
anything he wants for a couple
here.
of pesos, I think. Right, so with my new range of cryptocurrency-based children's tales, which I've lovingly called "Shut Up and Go to Sleep," you'll finally have something in common with your little sprogs. These beautiful cryptocurrency stories you can talk about and share with them. So I've got a couple of excerpts. So I've got a couple of excerpts from the book, and all you guys have to do, my guess, is tell me what the actual story is about, okay? So I'm going to read out the whole story. Wait till I get to the end before you tell me what this tale is, but it's a big cryptocurrency story from the past couple of years that I've kind of twisted into a children's story with a lot of bullshit. Basically.
Did you say years?
Over the past year-ish, 18 months or so, they're big stories, though. And funny ones, to be fair, I think. So, anyway, so are we ready, guys?
Let's go.
Once upon a time, there was a hard-working, independent scientist doctor lawyer called Karen Contrarian. After she discovered Bitcoin in 1997, she realized it just wasn't musty enough. And that's why men didn't like it. However, because Karen modestly knows the answer to everything, she figured out the secret to making men want Bitcoin more. Raw fish. Unfortunately, her soon-to-be ex-husband discovered her plan right before running away with her 3 secretaries. Oh no. Everything was okay Years later, after realizing his ex-wife's genius and releasing it into the world, he got really, really high. And Chef Nommy Nom Nom dumped his $14 million worth of founder tokens onto the open market. Everything was okay in the end, though, guys. The musty scent of market bid sell orders attracted the angels of cling film coin to sterilize investors from further losses, and the people rejoiced. The end. Thank you.
Wow.
I have totally no idea what you mean.
So come on, guys. A couple of standout clues in there. You had raw fish, obviously. Chef Nommy Nom Nom dumping the $14 million worth of tokens. Pretty much. No. No. Alrighty. Well, maybe this story didn't get to your pub, but that's pretty much pretty much the size of the tale. So when you go back to the origins of Sushi Swap, essentially, SushiSwap was a project by one man in his house. He created this coin, put it out onto the market, and it suddenly got listed on Binance overnight. And the whole market cap over this was worth $28 million. So a bit later on that night, right after SushiSwap got listed on futures, Chef Nomi, the anonymous creator of the coin, was quoted as saying, "I'm really, really high," and then sold all of his tokens, $14 million worth, and crashed the entire market. So
it's this one.
yeah, I mean, which was the stranger story, really? The one I wrote, or the actual story at the end of it? Yeah, I can't.
No, it's fun. It's fun, Ben. But we're illiterate. I mean, I had no idea.
No, it was
Missed it.
huge at the time. I mean, I don't do financial advice, but I managed to like take a look at things and was watching it unfold live on Twitter at the time, and it was a fiasco. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we have a bit of better luck with bedtime story number 2, shall we? And there's 2 points on offer for this one, if anyone can get it. So, there once was a great, great man who could not lie or shill a phony ICO token if his life depended on it. That man's name was 100% definitely not Ian, and his second name did definitely not rhyme with Lababina. Okay? The man whose name wasn't Ian had a lot of very clever friends who listened to not Ian's advice and always did their own research. One day, though, not Ian was astral projecting his ego into the world's consciousness, which he did quite a lot in those days, when he suddenly stopped midstream. He realized he had mixed up his shopping list with the seed phrase to his ill-gotten Ethereum gains. Everyone was very nice to not Ian about it, though, and nobody thought he was lying and avoiding taxes at all. The end. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone? Any clues on this story? I mean, the guy's name definitely wasn't Ian, and his second name did not rhyme with Lababina. No. Should I do some sort of countdown? Any guesses?
Well, I can only say that, like in the US, for example, there's like $1 trillion to be collected in back taxes. $1 trillion. So I don't know who this was.
All right, no worries, guys. Well, I suppose you've either heard the stories or you haven't. But again, one of my favorite stories from the past couple of years. Essentially, there was a guy who, like I say, his name wasn't Ian Lababina, and he was doing a live stream on YouTube, which he did a lot. He was a big kind of influencer, Twitter, YouTube influencer guy. He stopped midstream suddenly and went, "Oh no, guys, what's going on?" He cut off his stream, and then he started putting on loads of messages about how he'd been hacked, and he lost $3 million or so worth of cryptocurrency, which he gained from, being an advisor to these projects. And it turns out that apparently the root cause of his hack, or one theory, was that he'd stored his seed phrase on a shopping list app on his phone. Yeah, so advice for life there, kids. Either don't store your seed phrase on a shopping list app, and probably B, just pay your taxes.
I must say, special course in the academy of how not to store your seed phrase. So, guys, you should read out.
I can do one better. I can show you the security card here. See? See?
Oh, this is out.
Well, it's been out for some time. It's not supported yet, but that's the thing that everyone is gonna have, and it secures your keys and your seed phrase, and it signs the transactions. Yeah,
guys, this is big. This is very big. It's coming. Trust me. Chuck just opened a little window into that, but it's coming.
It's been on the web for like a couple of months, but yes, it's nice to have the physical object.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, awesome. So after round 3, what are the scores, Dion?
We are completely failed, completely failed.
All right, so possibly the stories were too obscure, but I don't know, I quite liked them. And if you like stories like that, well, I believe, hopefully, we've got a special guest joining us next week who's a bit of an expert in the older ICO era of 2017 and so some of the crazier stories which happened then. So do join us next week for that one.
By the way, where do you get your stories on crypto?
I was going to ask the same. What are your sources, man? Open up.
Oh, yeah, I can't tell you my sources, can I? I've got my deep
I can
throat
tell
over there
you-
in the corner.
I can tell you mine. I'm using OnCoins, one word. You should Google it. It's a great resource.
Yeah. Awesome. I mean, a lot of these are just coming from my own kind of pseudo-eidetic memory, and then I'm Googling things to make sure I'm correct on them. But yeah, the more recent ones, obviously your big resources, Cointelegraph, Brave New Coin, etc. Yeah, there's loads of them out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I would
there's
say-
one aggregator, news aggregator about coins. It's called oncoins.org. So you should check it out.
I hope you're not on commission there, Chuck.
Yeah, my question is,
Unfortunately, no.
and my question is not related to crypto in this regard. It's just rather whether we are going to be able to travel back in time. I mean, it's for that unfortunate guy from the last story, whether he could get a security card.
Well, I wouldn't feel too bad for him, Anton. If you do a quick Google, yeah, the guy's a prick. I'll say it. He was possibly
And
one
you
of
mean
the
it
worst
literally,
things
yeah.
down there. He still pokes his head up every so often, but Jesus
Okay.
Christ, the guy. He would have sold his grandmother's right arm for a Mars bar in the day, I think. So awesome. Right, are we ready for our final round, guys?
Sure.
Sure. Excellent. So what I'm going to have to do here is, how are we going to do this? I'm going to do this one team at a time so that you guys can shout out. You can split the answers up however you like. Obviously, Eugene, you're in the lead, so you're going to go first.
That's okay. I'll split into my left and right.
Yeah. Okay. But Anton, Chuck, don't think this is all over yet. Okay. Anton, a lot of these questions are general knowledge based, these next ones as well. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a test of general knowledge and your crypto names. Okay. So this first round is just for Eugene here. All right. So round 4, Crypto Manto. Our final quickfire round is Crypto Manto. If you don't know what this is, a portmanteau is when you take... Pardon me, Jesus. I drink too much. Take 2. If you don't know what this is, a portmanteau is when you take 2 words and combine them to make a single word, like chill and relax for chillax. Or what are some other good ones we had earlier? Podcast. Yeah, there we go. So podding and casting or
iPod
something.
and broadcast.
Yeah,
iPod and broadcasting.
crypto and currency. Yeah.
Yeah, crypto and currency, of course. Yeah. So, why didn't I think of that one? That's why we needed you here tonight, Anton.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Brilliant. So that's what a portmanteau is. A crypto manto is when we take a crypto name or a phrase or someone related to cryptocurrency, and we combine this with the answer to a question to make a really bad pun. Okay. So I've got 3 of these for each team. Eugene, you're in the lead, so you're going to go up first. Are you ready? Bear in mind, everyone did terribly at this one last week. Okay, so our first one. We have an Australian pleb who was pretending to be Satoshi Nakamoto for a long time, and an early 90s Pop Brothers band famous for the song "I'm Too Sexy for My Dude." So yeah, you can shout out the answers independently because it's just you. You don't have to worry about giving away the answers. So
Yeah, I understand.
So we've got an Australian plonker who was pretending to be Satoshi Nakamoto for all intensive purposes.
No, that's a tall one.
No.
No, guys, help me out.
All right, go on. Let's throw it over to the other team.
Should it be right side Craig?
Oh, flip it round the other way for me, Chuck. Flip it round.
That way.
Craig right said? I have no idea. what you
Craig
want.
Wright said Fred. Hey. Yes, we have someone who's good at this game now. Chuck, you can come back anytime, buddy. Awesome. Right, so our next one. If Eugene, you can't get this, we'll throw this over to the other team. I have a feeling 90s pop might not be your strong point now, so I feel quite bad for giving you these ones. The world's largest smart contract platform. So I think the largest one out there that people use. And the pop classic by teeny boppers Hanson. Okay, so again, a 90s pop song. It was huge by the band Hanson. And the second largest cryptocurrency platform, smart contract platform out there.
I don't know. Beat pop. I don't know.
Oh.
You guys have to
Go on,
help me.
let's throw it over.
The first one.
Do you know
I mean,
the
music.
first one? Yeah.
Music is not something that I really know much.
Alrighty. Well, they're not all music based, mostly. Go on. So the world's largest smart contract platform, the one most used, the most.
No, we know it. Yeah, but the problem is
Is
on
it
the
a
musical.
dirty word? No. So give us the first part, and it might help you.
Ether.
Ethereum. Yeah.
Ethereum.
Yeah. Ethereum. So what
And
was
me?
Oh, alrighty. So I don't think anyone's going to get this one. It was, you got half the answer there, Anton. It was Ethereum. Bop, dabba, doo, up, or however that one went.
I said beat bop, so beat
You were
pop. So I
close. You were
guess the
close.
second-
I went for Penny and Me, but that was not the right answer, obviously.
All right, judges call. Do they get a point each or not for that one, dear?
Point each.
Point it. Oh, she's too kind. She's too kind. I wouldn't.
All right. All
All
right.
right, and third and final
All
one for
right.
you, Eugene. We've got, and if you don't get this one, honest to God, I will be very disappointed in you, sir. The decentralized community born when the SEC stifled the Telegram cryptocurrency project, and something you use to move around food on a barbecue.
So free ton is the first one. What
second
you
one.
move around thing like flipper, free flipper.
Well, like the dolphin.
What's the utensil?
Yeah, what's a
uten-
utensil you use on a barbecue? Not flipper. Free top.
Fork. What else do
Free
we use?
fork.
Uh,
Only in Mexico, free fork.
Free utensils. I don't know.
Chuck.
Free
Anton?
pot.
No
Something you use-
idea.
What do you use in the barbecue?
No. You guys obviously aren't very
What-
barbecue people then, maybe. No. The answer was tongs.
We're not.
Free tongs.
What again? Say again.
Tongs.
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 Oh
Is
man.
that free tongs? You were
Tongs.
two
Well, I
letters
got
away
the
from the
first.
answer.
I got first.
Yeah, so 1 point for you there, Eugene. Well done. Good stuff, buddy. Right, so what is team stale beef on?
9 points.
9 points is the score to beef, and
Oh.
fresh meat.
7 points so far.
Oh, 7 points. So you only need 2 more. Well, technically you need 4 more to walk away with this one. So come on, team fresh meat. Are you ready?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so the first one. The name of Roger Ver and Company's Bitcoin hard fork, the original one back in 2017, and the words usually spoken by a priest at a funeral as the coffin is lowered into a grave. Remember, Eugene, this one isn't for you. Yet.
I'll keep quiet.
So Roger Ver's Bitcoin fork. You two can discuss the
That's
answer out loud
Bitcoin
between-
Cash,
Yeah,
but
Bitcoin Cash.
I have nothing else.
So the words usually uttered by a priest as the funeral kind of reaches its conclusion. It was also a David Bowie song.
Amen.
Amen.
It's got to overlap with cash. So Bitcoin Cash.
I got nothing.
No, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Oh, well, it was Bitcoin Cashes to Cashes. Get off it.
Cashes to
Wow.
ashes.
Wow.
That
I
was
couldn't even
hard.
say it
That
right,
was
that one.
hard.
Sorry, guys. It was Bitcoin Cashes to Ashes. Hey.
Wow.
That's what I should have said. That one was so hard I couldn't even say it right. So I suppose I'll let you off with that. Right, go on. And taking your clothes off seductively for someone, and the first liquid delayed proof of stake chain which claimed to be unforkable. The name of this chain also rhymes with Amazon's former owner, Jeff B.
Then it's
Strip. First one is Strip.
Oh, Eugene, it's not you.
Oh.
I
You've
got
just
this
given-
one.
You got
Yes,
this one.
Jesus.
Strip teasers.
Yes.
Strip Jesus.
I'm so glad someone got that one. Awesome.
Good job.
Personally, I was so proud of that one.
Now this is a good one. I agree.
Yeah, great stuff. Great
Oh,
stuff.
is that 1 or 2 points?
That was 2 points. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, guys, it's been short and hectic, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's the surface of the sun here in the UK, so I think my face is literally melting into my chest. So I think it's definitely a good time for what are the final scores on the doors, Dion? And I'll mute.
Right, stale beef. You have 9 points. Fresh meat, 10 points.
Woo!
Oh.
Oh, you've been dethroned there. You.
I feel like I should give Eugene half a point for saying strip.
Yeah, I was the first. I was the first one.
Yeah.
Well, even so, you still lose by half a point, Eugene. So
That's all right. That's all right. I don't have to win. I don't have to always win. Sometimes other people can win.
I don't have to always win. Chuck, beware of any suspicious packages you may receive over the next few days, especially
That's
if they come
right.
from Mexico.
I got to tell you one thing. Here where I am in Playa del Carmen, it has an amazing feature, which I don't know if any other cities have. There are no street addresses. There are no street addresses. So if you want to receive a correspondence, you have to go to like FedEx or UPS or like Postal Service office and pick them up. But they're not delivered. Amazing. So that has a very strange and unexpected advantage to some people, meaning nobody can find you. Ever.
I mean, I suppose it's so that they can find the people sending all the horses' heads everywhere, can't they? Or at least keep them refrigerated till someone picks the things up. Right. Well, thank you ever so much for coming tonight, guys. It's been, it's been good fun, honestly. Thank you very much to our special guest, Anton Zur of Human Venture. If you'd like to discover more about the great work these guys are doing, like I say, they really are. They have a product out there which really help people who are in the hardest of times. So do check out that work. And if you don't, I'll be knocking on your door telling you about it soon anyway.
Thanks, Ben.
No worries at all.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everyone.
Ben.
And thank you to our scorekeeper, Dion. Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you, guys. It was fun.
Thank you. Thank you.